I'm wrist naked today. Yeah, she was sort of late getting the door opened up, but
Was she?
yeah, it's all right.
We were trying to get out of Walmart over there. Didn't find anything.
Yeah, it's. I went over Hickson and Saudi this morning. A little bit here and there.
Yeah.
You know, it's starting to get. Then they're going to start getting ramped up more with
There was
Christmas coming and stuff.
but nothing else after.
What's up, Blair?
Oh, I guess I can get my phone out. So I can keep an eye on the cats.
But yeah, it's Thanksgiving's coming up.
Next week.
No live stream next week.
No live stream next week.
No, I'll be going to Middle Tennessee next Saturday.
Oh, going to see your brother?
Yeah, Thanksgiving with Dad and cousins, and
Good deal.
then see, the week after that'll be December 3rd. Is that right?
If you say so.
Let's see, Thanksgiving's the 25th, right?
If only I had a calendar.
Not the.
Yep. 3rd is the next Saturday.
All right, so no live stream on the 26th.
Yeah.
We'll do one on the 3rd.
Uh-huh.
And there may be a pretty massive surprise on the 3rd.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A tease.
Yeah. Like life-changing surprise. So, for you 12 people, you just heard that. I may repeat it, I may not. Oh man, GameStop's running some clearances.
Yeah, they are. I saw that King Ghidorah thing, $111.
That thing was beautiful.
That was cool. If I was into Godzilla, I was there last
Yeah,
night and I
yeah.
saw it. And I'm like, I'm not a big Godzilla person, but that's awesome.
That's
It was
sick.
a Figgy Arts, wasn't it?
Yeah. I've never seen it before.
I hadn't
even
either.
heard of it.
I didn't even know GameStop had it.
But yeah, it was funny. Drew had that 12-foot long yellow sticker thing going, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
So check your GameStops because they're putting stuff on clearance like crazy. I can't. It's the same as this. It's a begins with it's SH. I never can pronounce it right.
I don't know.
Arabic, you know. But yeah, that's what they're called, which is what these are, right here. What these are.
Well,
What's up, Charlie?
I'll see if I can't find it.
Sharif, something. Yeah, those. Shemagh. Yeah.
Isn't that what Laverne and Shirley said at the beginning of their show? Was that something else?
Haas and Pepper Incorporated.
Shamazel.
Haas and Pepper
Incorporated.
Did I say Haas and Pepper? Is it Haas and Pepper?
I think it's Haas and Pepper.
What's up, Geekstrong? Christina Payne. All right, Christina, you're here, so I'm going to address something to you.
Uh-oh.
I watched the new Christmas Story movie
I
last
have
night.
not seen it. I'm not hearing good things.
It is. Thank God it's free. No. It's sort of entertaining. The original Christmas Story movie, 100%. You will never see the new one do a 24-hour repeat. You'll never see it. It'll never happen. I'm saying it right now. It'll never happen. But it is. You need to watch it if you've ever watched the original.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it.
Ralphie, you know.
I mean, they got the original cast back, so that's cool.
Yeah, there's. It's weird though when you think about the. When you think about the cast.
Is it based on the 60s?
It's 1974.
74, the 70s.
So when you think about the original cast and seeing them grown up, it's really hard to recognize them. A lot of them.
Ralphie's easy to recognize. Schwartz and
Yep.
Oh, Flick. Yeah.
The kid that he beat up.
Yeah.
He's easy to recognize.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's
a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
He used to have it was him and another guy had a sitcom for a while on Fox.
Oh yeah.
He played his brother, the main guy's
Yeah.
brother. I can't remember what it was
What's that?
called.
But it's definitely, like I said, it's entertaining. It's the
No, it's not better than Die Hard. I think that's what he's saying.
no. But I will say this: the original Christmas Story movie,
Oh, I love it.
there's no way you could have ever competed with it. They did a good, reasonable
Well,
job.
There's actually already been a sequel to A Christmas Story.
That actually showed up on HBO after you watch it. It
Oh,
shows
did it?
up. Hey, check
Yeah.
this out. One spoiler that I was disappointed in: no BB gun.
No BB gun, huh?
No BB gun.
Oh well, maybe they didn't have Walmart back then.
You know, well, I mean, he got it when he was a kid. Had to be around in 1974.
Yeah.
So there you go, Christina Payne. You're hearing me say Christmas Story
Thanks,
is
Clue Sniffer.
the better of those two movies.
There's a gnat in here. It's like 20 degrees outside. How's there a gnat?
Oh, we need some good karate, like dubbing just then, you know.
Yeah, that show was called Titus.
Yes, Titus. I love
Blue
Titus.
Sniffer.
But, yeah. If you got HBO, go ahead and watch it.
Did you ever watch 8-Bit Christmas last year?
8-Bit Christmas?
Yeah. No Patrick Harris?
I don't, honestly, I'm not a Christmas movie guy.
Really?
I'm not. I mean, I start watching, I watch Die Hard, of course. But Christmas Story, I'll watch it at least once
Yeah.
because it's funny,
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas
one of my
Vacation.
go-tos.
But
Elf,
no,
I'll
it's,
watch if it's on.
can't stand the Hallmark Channel.
No.
They go way overboard with it. But hey, what's up, Terry? Good to see you, buddy. God, man, talk about movies. There's one thing though about December or Christmas time that I really do enjoy. It's not Santa Claus. It's not presents. It's daggum sure not my birthday. It's something that comes out relatively. The only time you can find them in abundance is this time of year, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And I actually brought some with me.
Christmas tree cakes?
It's better. That's right, because Die Hard is not. It is a flipping movie. Christina
Batman
Payne.
Returns is too.
All right. I don't know if you're a fan of these, but
I don't know. Let's see. No.
Dark chocolate Queen Anne cordials, right there.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and
Chocolate
Christmas
cherries.
time is when these come out in abundance, and Walmart has them for like $1.98 a box.
There you go.
I bought 4 boxes of them.
Have you seen where people are buying up all the Christmas tree cakes and scalping them on eBay?
Why? It's a flipping little Debbie.
I mean, luckily it's not an issue for us since we live where they're made.
Well,
but-
honestly, though, that's really similar to what with that cranberry Sprite.
Yeah.
That was going on eBay.
Crazy.
Susan, what? Are you giving me a puking face? Who's that? Oh, yes, Rob. See, I'm a big fan of the dark chocolate ones. The sad thing about it is they don't put near as many in as they used to.
Oh, yeah.
Sure you don't want one, Jared?
I'm sure I'm good.
Oh, man. And then you got to ask you, are you some people just, suck all the stuff out of it. Some people wait for the cherry. Nah, Lethal Weapon, it's not up there with Die Hard, but it is a good movie for Christmas time.
I guess the first one is at Christmas, isn't it?
First one of the year.
There you go. It's officially Christmas now.
Yep. I'm not a big white chocolate fan. I'm not.
I can go with those. Kate will make the rich crackers with peanut butter and cover them with white chocolate. Those are pretty good.
It's just one of those things with me. I'm not a big milk chocolate
Oh
fan.
yeah, I love dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate is.
I'm not a cherry person.
But yeah, there you go. I'm officially in the Christmas mood now.
All right. Your wife got the house decorated yet? Nope.
Not till after Thanksgiving.
We've got 5 of the 6 trees up. We're doing the big one this afternoon. So.
We are very, very. I'm not gonna say. We are a very firm believer in the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween is Halloween. Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. Christmas is Christmas. We don't leapfrog. Because the way my wife is, it's like, if Thanksgiving's coming, I don't want to think about Christmas. I want to think about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So in her mind, she's geared up for Thanksgiving. Everything's got a fall, pumpkins and fall colors and stuff like that.
If you see the outside of our house, it's still Thanksgiving. We got little pumpkins and a big harvest sign.
Well, you got to get started because
it takes like 2 weeks to put
it
everything
takes
up.
freaking 9 months, dude. I'm surprised you just don't leave it up.
We'll finish the inside up today, and then I'll do the outside next weekend. Because I'm the same way. I don't want to decorate until after Thanksgiving, so I don't put up the lights until the day after Thanksgiving.
Dude, we had
weather permitting.
We had a daggum house in my neighborhood explode last night. What's up, Tim?
What's up, man?
Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Boom.
Literally exploded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gas furnace exploded.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were sitting there. And
How close was it?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 houses down from us, but
Any
there's
damage
a
to yours,
big, no,
or-
there's a big wooded section,
Okay.
probably 100, 200 yards.
Gotcha.
But
So when that kind of stuff happens, it'll
Dude,
take out 3 or 4
it was like
houses
it was a
down.
big 3-story house.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Like,
It's
is it
gone.
still standing?
No,
or-
it's gone.
Wow.
It's gone. It's one of the OG houses in the neighborhood too.
Bet you that'll be on the news tonight.
Well, I don't know if it will. I mean, it was on Facebook, but fire department got there real quick. No one was hurt, which that's the main thing.
Wow.
But all the
Nobody home?
Yeah, there was people home.
They didn't get hurt.
Nope, nobody got hurt.
That's a miracle right there.
It really is. It really is. But
Can't believe that.
if you've got, and again, like propane for like fireplaces and stuff, that's propane. But furnaces is natural gas.
Yeah.
A whole nother ball game.
I don't play with natural gas.
If you use gas, please take it serious and be careful with it. It ain't. It's not only will it kill you in your sleep, but you use it, boom. Be careful. Check everything, and have somebody check it. Don't be Tim the Toolman Taylor. I don't know what I'm doing. Pay somebody to do it. You're right, Dexter. It is. I mean, I'm leery even about gas grills.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. And then freaking, for God's sakes, if you don't know how to fry a freaking turkey,
Don't do it.
don't.
That is a disaster waiting to happen.
I've seen so many people. I mean,
I
the
don't-
internet is full.
A video.
I'm going to fry a turkey.
Fireball.
Look, I've always wanted to try to fry a turkey. I've never tried one. Bojangles has fried
There
turkey.
you go. Don't fry it for you.
Done. One and done.
See, I smoked mine. So.
Smoked turkey is really good. I like
Yeah.
smoked turkey. Smoked turkey is really good. Man, we're movies and food and
All over the place.
all over the place, man. So
I gotta come out of this thing.
yeah, I left.
I'm getting warm.
Well, hey, 2 flowers.
This was a birthday present from Kate.
Yes.
Thanks, dear. Just a
Yeah,
little warm.
Dexter. Yeah, HVAC. Like I guarantee you do, but I'm not. Look, I will put my man card away if I don't know how to do something,
Oh yeah.
especially if it involves safety and my wife. Now, man card goes up. I'm Deep fried. Everything's good when you deep fried. A flip flop would be good if you deep fried. That's right. Hit that like button. So I guess I don't know if anybody out there, if you've been following me on social media, you've seen the latest project that I'm building.
Oh, I'm so jealous of this. I've seen some other videos about it.
Render Boy 3D.
Yeah.
He did a phenomenal job with this set, with the files. They are probably some of, if not the best files I've ever dealt with. But a 1/12 ATST, fully articulated.
That's going to be incredible.
I mean, it's I
couldn't believe the price of the file.
Yeah,
it was cheap.
$50. Yeah, and I mean, it's almost like a Kickstarter thing, you know. But I mean, he put months into this, and
Yeah. Did you get the single use or the?
yeah. There's
resale?
no way I would sell, because to be honest with you, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm trying to be not crazy with it to where I've got all my printers printing things. I'm actually only using 2 printers.
Are you just doing PLA on all of it, or are you doing resin?
Everything's PLA. I have printed some interior resin pieces. You can print the cockpit all in resin. There's a resin file for the cockpit.
Okay.
But that's just no. I was going to bring it with me today, but none of it's glued together, and I've just got little pieces of tape trying to hold it together just to get a picture of it.
Yeah.
And every time I touch it, it just I blew it. But yeah, Render Boy 3D on Instagram and stuff. Check him out. If you've got a 3D printer, pick up the file. It's $50 for single use. I will tell you this though, the hardware to put it together is about $70
Wow.
for the screws, washers, and everything, because it's all screwed together as far as the legs and things like that. And there is one piece, the collar. It's got to be printed flex resin, so that's going to be the last thing I print, just so I can figure out how to do that right. But yeah, just I've never printed anything with the densities of some of this stuff, because the first piece that I printed, just the cockpit main cab, I think it's probably a pound.
Wow.
60% infill. I mean, it's almost solid.
I guess you have to have heavy duty hardware just to support the weight.
Yeah, the femurs are all 60% infill. Those are all put together. A lot of friction stuff. 2 feet tall when it stood up. 1 foot tall when it's collapsed.
It's going to be awesome.
I'll probably keep it collapsed for the biggest bulk, because
just for storage.
I mean, oh my God, I can't even. As I'm printing it and I'm putting it together, I'm just like, wow.
What have I gotten myself into?
Well, the thing that's got me excited is there's been a little snippet with Render Boy 3D that there may be another project coming, which would be an ATTE.
Whoa.
I can't even comprehend that 12
That'd
scale.
be the size of this table. Easy.
Oh. I'm thinking close to at least 3 feet long.
Yeah.
Minimum 3 feet. And at least, oh God, it might even be close to 2 feet tall.
Could be.
Because is an ATST shorter or taller than an ATTE?
Probably a little bit taller. Just a little bit.
Okay, because I was thinking they may be a little shorter. But
I think an ATST would be just a hair taller than an ATTE.
So an ATTE would have to be at least the same
It'd
height.
probably be about 18 inches. If the ATST's 2 feet, I'd say it'd probably be at least 18 inches, if not a little bit more.
So you're saying the one I'm building now is taller?
Yeah.
Okay. But 12
I
scale.
think.
Y'all know, comment ATST or an ATTE, which is taller? Because I've got the Lego of it.
Yeah.
And I've got a Lego of the ATST. And I always thought that the ATTE was taller because it's more of a troop transport, gunship type thing. But either way you go, it'd be big.
If it's in scale to an AT-AT, then the ATT would be taller. But I don't think it's that
Well,
big.
see, I thought that the AT-AT was the tallest.
Yeah, AT-AT's the tallest.
Okay.
Yeah. And it depends on which version it is. AT-AT can be...
ATST is taller.
Okay. Thanks, Rob.
Okay, so you're probably right. It would be in that probably 18 inch, 18 to 20.
That would be my guess.
Still big,
Still huge.
but it's still at least 3
Super
feet
long.
And it's got what, 8 legs, or is it 6 legs?
I think it's 8.
Yeah, I think it's 8 too. ATST is taller. Yes, thank you. But I swear, please, Render Boy 3D, please do an ATT.
You heard the rumor that there is a HasLab coming up of a shuttle, Imperial shuttle?
Why an Imperial shuttle?
I don't know. That's the rumor I'm hearing.
Why
I
an
don't
Imperial
know
shuttle?
how much validity it has, but
I mean, like the white one, the Imperial shuttle, like
the shuttle Tidarian from Return of the Jedi that they used to infiltrate Endor. In fact, I think that is the one they're talking about doing.
do a freaking X-wing.
Tell me about it.
I mean, why? I mean, an Imperial. I mean, come on. If you're going to do any kind of vehicle, HasLab. That's. Are we talking 12 scale, 18 scale? Probably 18 scale.
Nah, this was Black Series.
Okay, so that's big.
That's big.
If you're going to do any kind of damn vehicle, beep. Sorry. Call screener. Get onto that. But if you're going to do any kind of vehicle from Star Wars, X-wing, TIE Fighter. That's your top 2.
Yeah.
That is it. That is.
They did a First Order TIE Fighter, which was awesome.
It was. I've got it. I've got
You've
two
got
of
two
them.
of them.
Yeah,
You
one
got
of
my
them's
old one.
destroyed. One of them's not. It's hanging up, which actually is pretty cool.
I mean, I've got an X-wing in that scale, but it was that little cheap one they
I've
did.
got a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like store display, hang from the ceiling type
Well,
things. They were toys.
Yeah,
but they didn't open.
The wings don't open.
But they look cool.
It's just a big piece of plastic with some stickers
I think
on
they're
it. But it
actually
looks
hollow.
neat. Probably are.
But I mean,
I remember I got mine for like $15.
I remember when they did that snow speeder, and I'm like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, the snow speeder had a role,
Yeah.
but it was a
I'll be
small
honest, I
role.
love snow speeders. Snow speeders one of my favorite ships in Star Wars, but I don't know. Just
But it's not iconic.
Eh,
TIE Fighter, X-wing. That's
Yeah.
your 2 iconic.
It's iconic for Empire Strikes Back, but you say Star Wars, most people think
TIE Fighter.
TIE Fighters, X-wings, and the
Yep,
Falcon.
that's it. That literally is your top 3.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to put the Falcon first,
Mhm.
but 12
They're-
scale Falcon.
They're never going to do that.
But if
Maybe
they-
a cockpit. I
But
don't
they've
know.
already made the TIE Fighter.
Mhm.
Redo it. Do Vader's TIE Fighter.
There you go.
That'd be a cool one. But an X-wing.
Absolutely. And I don't know why they won't do an X-wing.
I mean, what was the speeder's price?
The snow speeder?
Yeah, Black Series. Was it like 100?
It was like 160, 180, something
Yeah.
like that.
So
So it wasn't unreasonable, which I don't understand why these HasLabs are so freaking expensive.
Terry, the snow speeder is not totally iconic over the Falcon, X-wing, and a TIE Fighter.
Terry's my fellow Star Wars guy.
I'll put you snow speeder at 4. As far as flight vehicles.
Yeah. We all know the Cloud Car is the most iconic, though.
Wow. Wow. And honestly, if I'm gonna put a land based, well, snow speeder's technically, yeah, I'd say it's technically land, but it's not land based. Can it actually go in space?
I don't think it can. Because
It's atmospheric based.
Yeah, because it's supposed to actually be like a cargo loader or something. Is what
Yeah.
it actually was. They just repurposed it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks good, but I don't understand. I'm not lying. I'm just saying, I feel like that was a stupid choice for Hasbro to make the snow speeder over an X-wing or a TIE Fighter first.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was no logic to it.
It was the 40th of Empire Strikes Back. I'm sure that's why.
That's
they did
literally the only thing. But if you're going to sit there and if you're going to do a snow speeder, and you've not yet done an X-wing,
it. Oh, speaking of Black Series, that new Amazon set they got coming out with the carbonized.
yeah,
What is it? TIE Fighter pilot and Imperial Guard.
yeah,
Like, could you pick 2 figures that nobody wants in the first place and then charge $70 for
That's true. They were an all-star. They've all been they've been in all the Star Wars movies. X-Wing and TIE Fighter.
The original trilogy, anyway.
Oh, and by the way, I'm taking back the 4th place spot of the snow speeder.
Okay.
We got to have Boba Fett, Slave
Oh,
One.
yeah.
It's got to be in the top 4.
Yeah.
I would probably go X-Wing, Boba Fett, TIE Fighter. No, I'd go Millennium, X-Wing, Boba Fett, TIE Fighter, Snowspeeder.
I ain't gonna argue with that.
Out of those.
I'm not gonna argue with that. I think that's a good list.
Yeah, I think if Hasbro was smart, and you're not,
The way they're
those
acting
would
here
have been the
lately.
4 iconic. And here's the crazy thing: if you can sell the Snowspeeder for say 200 or less,
Yeah.
which is a heck of a lot cheaper than the Razorcraft was,
Yeah.
and the stupid Ghost Rider car.
That thing deserved to fail.
I guess where I'm going with it is that's something that you could have been milking for decades.
I mean, it is kind of a
Decades.
no-brainer. I'm like, X-Wing. Everybody's gonna want one.
Yes.
I don't even do the big vehicles, and I will get one.
Yes. I mean, that's why people buy the big Lego sets for the
Yeah,
vehicles.
yeah.
And when I build one of them, I'm like, this is BS.
I had a Lego AT-AT for years, and it set up on top of the entertainment center.
What's up, Chris?
It was awesome. I was like, I just don't have room for this thing, and I don't do much Lego, so I sold it in the yard sale for like $10.
Crazy.
I regret that, but yeah. I mean, $35 for carbonized
Yeah.
TIE Fighter pilot. Okay, I like TIE Fighter pilots. They're cool looking, but an Imperial Guard is the most boring figure. And they look like
Yeah.
crap because the soft goods on it are just like a piece of felt. I'm like, come on. So those are going to wind up on clearance in about 2 years. You'll be
Probably right.
You'll probably get the whole set for $30.
Probably right. But I think that would be, if I sit there and think about Star Wars, which I think everybody can say poorly timed character was created. That you're probably right on that, Terry.
Well, they missed the boat because that was hot when he
It was-
appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
If they'd have come out then, maybe. But right now, nobody even knows who that is. I mean, I'm a comic book guy, and I barely know who he
Yeah.
is.
I mean, from a vehicle perspective,
It was cool.
it's a great looking vehicle.
but not for that price.
Yeah, not for me.
I don't care.
mean-
I don't care if you are a fan. That was too expensive for
I
what
mean,
it
I
was.
wouldn't pay what they wanted for the Razorcraft.
Yeah, take out the electronics, charge like $150.
Do like 2 versions.
Yeah.
With and without.
I don't know. Maybe they'll get smart. And that's what they'll do.
And to be honest with you, $450. It'd be nice if it was an RC
Yeah. But
Patrol. Just saying.
at this point, they almost need to kill HasLab. I mean, more are failing than are getting funded here lately.
Well, here's the things that I'm starting to really get educated on, which when it comes to vehicles, especially 12 scale vehicles, right? There's a lot that goes into them. That's no one's saying not.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here's the part that I don't understand. If you go back to the 90s, the 21st century toys that I've been picking up, these big army vehicles,
Oh yeah.
that stuff was out in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Technology's a whole heck of a lot better now and
Absolutely.
cheaper now than it was in the 90s to manufacture.
Mm-hmm.
Because to actually spin up some of this stuff back then, that was a lot of manual labor. To do molds. I mean, I used to work at a die shop, and you'd have to cut steel blocks out of, you'd take the carvings and drawings and 3D models and actually tool a thing to do the moldings.
Yeah.
Where now the machines, CNC machines, they rock it out. So in theory, you should be able to make it quicker and spin it up quicker
Yeah.
now than you could back in the 90s. Now, you still got material costs, still got all the issues going on in the world right now,
Oh,
which
yeah.
drives prices up.
Yeah.
But from the tooling perspective, the creation perspective, they didn't have CNC machines back then, not like they do now.
I just think and Terry, I saw your comment. 350. That probably is justified for what to cover their cost and everything. I've been watching. I don't know if you watch Spectre Creative. He's always covering how all this stuff works, and I get it. And it might be justified to cover the cost, but again, that was just a poor choice.
Yes.
A very, very poor choice.
I mean, when I think
This is what I thought they should have done. Instead of doing that, do like the whole group of Ghost Riders. Do Johnny Blaze with the motorcycle. Do the cowboy one with the horse. You do,
Sam Elliott's character.
yeah, you do this. What was it, Robbie Reyes? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Do this with the car without all the fancy electronics and stuff in it. Do that for about $350, $400. That would have sold.
I guess my biggest thing is when I think about Ghost Rider,
Nobody thinks of Robbie Reyes when you think of Ghost Rider.
honestly, think of Nicolas Cage,
Yeah, you think of Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
with
Blaze.
the motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean,
That's who Ghost Rider is. For,
but if you're going to pick a product to try to get funded, the Razor Crest, I don't know what I call it. The Razor Crest came out at the height of Mandalorian.
Yes. It was perfectly timed.
It was still there. It hadn't been blown up yet.
Yep.
And people jumped on it.
And I wish I
jumped on
had.
it.
I so wish I had.
And it's a beautiful piece.
And
Huge.
I'll say the price was justified. That thing is super detailed.
Yes.
It is immaculate looking.
And if you're a 3 3/4 guy,
What the heck?
you know, if you're a 3 3/4 guy,
Oh, it's a must-have.
yeah,
No brainer.
beautiful.
If I could find one for a reasonable deal, I'd get it now.
Second Chance has one.
It's probably like $600, isn't it?
Actually, it's not.
Yeah.
I need to. I think I got it in one of my videos down there. I want to say it's like. I think it's under $5. I think it's like the price.
I'll be back. I'm going to Atlanta.
But if we're going to think about HasLab, and we're going to think about a vehicle, like they've never done a G.I. Joe.
They did the history,
They did do the his tank.
which was
And
cool.
it was cool.
It was reasonably priced
Reasonably
too.
priced.
What was it, $250?
Something like that, yeah.
Got
But
the tank and like 4 or 5 figures by the time it was completely
but they
funded.
should have backed it up with a Joe, like the Stalker or something like that, to go along with the
I'm
Hiss
sure
tank.
it's coming. I'm sure
Right.
something's coming.
But see, that would have made sense to come out before the Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
You know.
They just announced, there's a new Transformers one I think they just announced the other day. I wasn't familiar with it. It was,
Yeah, I know nothing about Transformers.
so
Other than they
if
look
y'all know
cool.
what it is, you guys can
look
put it in
cool.
the comments.
But when I sit there and think about, like I said, Star Wars and HasLab, you did the Razor Crest. The Slave One would be an awesome one. People would just chomp it up.
Yeah.
Definitely an X-wing. People would chomp it up.
Which they have a new Vintage Collection Slave one coming out soon. Like very soon. But it's I think it's Book of Boba Fett one.
Okay, still though.
Which is fine. I mean it's the same as it is at Empire.
Yeah.
About
Slave
the paint
one.
might be a little bit different.
Ooh.
Okay.
Never got term. They got time now. But what I'm getting at is when I think about what I'm building now, an ATST, 3D printed, fully articulated, 12th scale, in my house, right? And I'm probably going. I've actually got a spreadsheet that RenderBoy 3D put together. It has all the materials, prices, estimations.
I'm guessing you're probably about $150 on materials.
So far, I'm on my. I've went through one complete roll of PLA.
How much is that?
$26.
That's not bad.
I've got roll 2 and 3 going now. I'm definitely going to put on a fourth roll, so I'm about $124 right now,
Okay.
as of right now.
Then $50 for the file.
$50 for the file, so we're at 170. So let's say 175.
Okay.
It's going to be $69 in hardware.
Mhm.
You know, so we're at knocking it close to $300.
Okay.
We're knocking at it. Okay. And I'm sitting there saying, I'm just a guy in my house printing this out.
Yeah.
Now, that's why I could not sell it.
You'd have to sell it
Because-
for $400 or $500.
And that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
It makes total sense because I'm not a company.
Yeah.
Now, if I had 100 printers and you could just rock and roll them,
Well, yeah. I mean, that's going to be mass
You know.
production. It's all injection molded.
that's where companies like, you know, Hasbro and I still go back to McFarlane. McFarlane, he still puts out awesome figures. They're great priced. I mean, who's bigger, Todd McFarlane or Hasbro?
Hasbro's so
Right.
much bigger.
So that's the part that's
Not
hard
even
for
close.
me. I mean, here's Todd McFarlane puts out a Batmobeast, which is a cool figure, a cool vehicle.
Cool vehicle, yeah.
He's re-releasing it with a figure,
For cheaper.
cheaper than the original.
I don't know how that.
And this is Todd McFarlane,
The only difference is it doesn't have the cover on it,
which is awesome
which
because I don't like the cover.
cover sucked anyways. It was-
That's where I have a hard time when it comes to this, because when you think about Todd McFarlane, the figures he puts out are probably, in my opinion, some of, if not the best detailed figures you can get. I mean, they look great. The paint looks great. Sometimes you do have a limb issue, but it pops right back on.
Yeah.
But
and that's the other thing. If you do have an issue, they take care of it.
they got great customer support. I mean, it's just, well, it's
all
like
the
my-
ones I've ever had. I've never had an issue with any of mine. Never.
I've had two McFarlanes that's basically messed up. I had one Build-A-Figure that took me forever to get it to put together,
Yeah.
and that's just because it was too tight,
Yeah.
which is not a bad
Which
thing.
one was that? That was
It
the.
was the Bane. No, yeah, it was Bane.
Was it Bane?
Bane Build-A-Figure.
The legs were notorious for trying to get them on.
But I just think, honestly, and I know this is more of a rant than anything, but me personally, after seeing the TIE Fighter that came out that I have, you know, if it could be done then, and I'm not saying do another TIE Fighter,
Yeah.
but if you're going to do a Star Wars vehicle and
do
you
the
don't have
X-Wing.
an X-Wing,
God.
an X-Wing over a snow speeder any day of the week.
Red 5. That's all you got to do. Red 5.
And the greatest thing about it is you build one, repaint them,
Yep.
and resell it.
There you go.
And people still buy it because we do it now with troopers.
Yep.
I mean, things are
You
repainted
do
now.
Biggs, you do Wedge, you do Porkins.
Can you imagine?
Oh, and then you start doing a Y-Wing.
But if you just did it, all joking aside, you build one X-Wing, you build Luke's, you got the extras, comes the Luke figure.
Yeah.
That's one bonus. R2-D2, there's
come with an
another,
R2.
there's another one.
Yep.
Third one could be,
Do like the troops that are the ground crew.
Ground Crew. Oh, yeah. You can
Ma-
do
ma-
do an accessory pack, the ladder, the thing.
I was
that
about the
hooks up.
ladder, maybe the little cart thing that rolls
Yeah.
around.
There's your perks.
Yeah. There you
Then
go, Hasbro.
people would buy it, right? And then you sit at your little table like you're doing now and go, hey guys, let's just repaint it. Knock $100 off of it. We'll sell 1 billion of them.
We'll buy 'em.
I'm just saying, if you're into Star Wars, people would get it.
Absolutely.
They would. Then you're back to Movie Maniacs at Dexter. Movie Maniacs at Dexter. Movie Maniacs.
That was a line McFarlane did.
Yes, I saw those in a shop once, I think,
Yeah.
down in Alabama.
Saw those at Suncoast back in the day a lot.
Yeah. Anywho, that's the board meeting spiel for today. But
Yeah.
talking 394s, 3 3/4 or 6 inch. Honestly, You could do it 3 3/4.
What, the X-Wing?
A good one.
They've done that.
Well, I mean, they've done them, but
yeah, I mean,
you know,
they
I've
had
got one.
that Toys R Us exclusive one they did years ago. That
Yeah.
thing was gorgeous.
But for this,
that
it's
was like
6
the
inch.
Dagobah one, wasn't it?
The other guy, Matthias, is in Baltimore.
I told him excuses last
Uh,
night.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's. I think that would be a very, very popular HasLab backing project.
Yeah.
You know, and whether you look like, honestly, trigger warning. I'm not a big fan of Luke. I'm really not. It's okay. It's okay.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I mean, Luke is the main guy, but he's probably the least interesting character. If you really think about it.
He has his moments. Very first movie, 100%. You know, I think some of the stuff as he went on,
Yeah.
I think he got a little bit better compared, and that's maturity. But
And
from an
and,
action
you know,
figure perspective, he's definitely not.
story-wise, I think this is going to get into whole film theory and all that, but you kind of want your main character to be a little bit vanilla, so it's easier to identify with him.
Yeah.
It's easier for the viewer to insert themselves into his perspective.
True.
So that's why they kind of make the main character just not too crazy this way or the other. That's why you have your Han Solos and your Boba Fett's and all your
but-
really cool characters.
But here's the thing, though, because I went back and rewatched all the, several times we all have, and to be honest with you, I always felt like Han was more of a leading character than Luke was.
Okay, for example, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
The first one, Jack is more of a supporting character in it.
yeah,
It's more about Elizabeth and
yep. Will,
Will. Then they start making Jack more of a main character,
Yep.
and they aren't as good.
yep.
Because Jack is very unique, very eccentric. It's harder to identify with him.
My thoughts on Andor is I'm way behind.
My thoughts is it is incredible. It is
Yeah,
Star
it's
Wars
good.
for grown-ups, and I get some people aren't into it. If you're not, that's
If
fine.
you can get past the
but I
first
love it.
episode and first and second episode,
Oh
I think
yeah.
they're, but it's
the
good.
first 3 episodes, which are amazing, but they're really setting up the story in the
Yeah.
first 3 episodes. Once you get to episode 4 and beyond, it's
Yeah,
it's
I
more
need to
Star
binge.
Wars that you recognize.
I need to binge that this weekend.
Where you at?
I think the last one I watched was either 3 or 4.
Okay, yeah,
I'm way behind.
yeah.
Way behind. But yes,
The beginning, like not the first scene, but the second scene of episode 11 about killed me.
is it already the episode 11?
Yeah,
Oh
like,
wow, I am so far
The
behind.
last episode is next week. Episode 12.
I do like the fact how
And
they
I've
went.
heard episode 12 is bonkers. Like, somebody posted on Twitter, they got a screener of it. There's like, don't hold back your expectations. Whatever you're expecting is going to be 3 times better than what you're expecting.
I do like the fact they went into the backstory of Cassie
Yeah.
when he was a kid. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, those flipping Empire dudes, those stupid hats.
Oh.
I hate those hats.
The corpos, the corporate guys, yeah. Oh, so you haven't even. Oh.
It is awesome. It really is.
Yeah, if you're only like halfway through, yeah, you're in for some really good stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into it already with the first 3 episodes, it gets
I'm totally into
so much
it.
better.
It's great. And the crazy thing about it is, do we think? I wonder when we'll start seeing Andor figures.
I don't know. I was just
If
thinking about
any.
that last night. I
We
was
got
looking
the
around.
Andor that Lego ship.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That and they already did the Andor and the B2 Emo 2-pack that was the Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Those shipped. But everything else, nothing's out yet. If you go to Disney World, you can get a little 3 3/4 B2 Emo. That's about it.
And for the love of God, when are all of these Landos going to go on clearance?
They are at Ollie's for $8.
But they're still not on clearance at Walmart.
I know.
I'm halfway through. If they ever hit like a stupid clearance, I may actually buy about 20 of them and set them up for target practice. That thing is
model rocket.
that thing is peg warmed for a year or more. It's insane. But we are starting to see some stuff in our area.
Yeah.
Yesterday at GameStop, the Droid, the K2.
I was so close to picking one of those up. I don't
There'll
generally
be a
do
review
gaming
on
greats.
that this week.
The only gaming greats I do are the Republic Commandos because I love that game. And I saw you got the new one. Well, not
The K2 Droid.
well, no, the Republic Commando.
Yes,
Uh,
which is basically the redone of the boss.
That was Sev.
It's a repaint.
You got Sev. Fixer's about to come out. That's the green one.
Yep,
I
and the
think
yellow
it
one's
just
about
released.
ready to come out too.
And Scorch is the last one, but I don't think they announced the release date for it.
Not that about Drew showed me on the system the
There's
green
four of them.
and
I know.
yellow,
Yeah.
which yeah, definitely.
Now, Scorch is my favorite.
But the Scout Trooper.
Yeah, that was
cool. Had
With
the
the
shield
baton.
that I printed, those shields that I printed from Landspeeder Luke. Now I actually get to have a shield
There you go.
to see if it looks good from what I printed.
That smells good. I smell garlic.
Yeah, I know. The pizza place.
I had
There.
breakfast, but man, that smells good.
One of these days, I have a pizza right here. We still got about 11 more minutes before GameStop opens.
Earlier Charlie was asking which motorcycle it was you were after.
I'm after the gray Harley. It's
The
solid gray. It's a dark gray.
'Cause I found the light gray one.
Yeah, he had my hopes up.
I texted him, and then I watched the video the next day. I'm like, oh crap, he had the exact same one in his hand. It's like, this isn't it.
I've had so many people message me. They're sending me links, and I think it's people that really haven't watched a lot of my stuff because I know I can find this stuff online. But you get to the point to where it's like,
It's no fun buying it all online.
I just want to find it,
Yeah.
you know, because you get that rush.
It's like the Venom
You
Lego
know.
set.
Yeah,
you can
oh my
order it, no
God,
problem.
yes. But when I found it,
In Atlanta.
yeah, in
Places.
Atlanta.
But now they're everywhere.
Ooh, Verso Chase at GameStop, nice. I haven't seen a Chase in forever, but so today we got a few more minutes. We'll wrap things up. Today is Toys for Tots Day. Got stuff packed up. I have 14 bags of
Wow.
toys that I will be dropping off today. Over 500 toys is going to Toys for Tots.
That's incredible.
I am super stoked.
Kim going with you?
Yeah. Yeah. Action figures. Keep looking. They're coming in. Because, like, my GameStop, Star Wars was insane.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the video from yesterday.
I went there last night because I saw his video yesterday. I'm like, okay, I got to go to that GameStop.
all those
and
new
check it
Star
out.
Wars pops. I mean, but-
The Walmart over here has all the snow pops.
yeah. Yeah, Hickson, same
We
thing.
were looking at those. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of fun, but nah.
But yeah, I was. That's what I was doing last night when the house, when we heard that house fire. But
What
yeah,
time did that happen?
it's about 6:30, I guess. But I've got.
I was in Cleveland, but I wasn't anywhere
Well,
close to your house.
yeah, it's on south end of town. But we've got. I think I'm at. It's like 504. I think it's the total. I got it on my calculator.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
So is it a variety? I know you do a lot
we
of
got
pops.
Funko Pops, we got DC, we got Marvel, we got Star Wars, we got Lego, we got Matchbox.
Wow.
Got some girls' toys. It's a hodgepodge
Good deal.
of everything, and I've been anxiously waiting to get to this point. That's the reason why last week I did the stream at home because I was
Trying to get it all organized.
doing that. But I told Kim last night when I came home, I said, we're wrapping it up tonight because next weekend's Thanksgiving. You know, we'll be out. I didn't want to wait no longer, so I finally had to cut it off.
Gotcha.
And the crazy thing about it, and I'll probably shoot like just a little video just to show you because they're like these big Lowe's paper bags that you use for like
for,
leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
So those are all have like 40 something toys per bag.
Wow.
I'm excited.
awesome.
And the place I'm taking them to has a direct connection to what'll be happening on December 2nd, which you may see, but don't chicken out, on December 3rd. Life-changing event.
I am so curious as to what this is.
So I'm afraid to say it.
You can tell me off camera. That way you don't spoil the surprise.
It involves this.
Oh, okay. I already know then.
Okay.
You just gave it away right there.
Everybody will forget anyway. Well, they didn't see this.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, you've been talking about that
I've been
for a
talking
while.
about it. I've been talking about it for a long time. So the place I'm taking the toys is actually, I'm gonna give them a plug. It is Wicked Rose Tattoo Parlor right there. So they're the ones doing the Toys for Tots, and that's my appointment.
12/2 at 5 p.m. All right.
So
See if he goes through with it.
on Saturday, the 3rd of December,
Good luck, Stick.
right here, tattoo.
The ruler.
The ruler. Yep. So that's the
You had
plan.
the temporary one.
I had the temporary one, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that I've got, it's bigger than the temporary. It's 6 inches by 1 inch. I don't have any millimeters. None of that. It's all SAE.
Imperial.
Yeah, Imperial. Inch. I got inch, quarter, inch, 3/4, half inch. Wait a minute. Inch, 3/4, half inch,
8.
quarter inch, eighth
Quarter
inch,
inch.
and 16th.
16.
So
Gotcha.
there you go. We'll see.
You couldn't keep a secret. I knew you couldn't.
I know I can't keep a secret. But we're gonna wrap things up because the stores are getting ready to open.
Serpentor delivering today.
Ooh.
So keep an eye out. I will be doing a closer look video on that this week.
Luna Figs. Check him out. Give him some love. Had a good toy hunt video came out. That was good. That was nice.
Yeah, that Target toy hunt was epic.
The close up you did of the figures.
Oh, the Tomax and Zaymot.
Yep. Target over at Hickson has got about 10 of those.
They had a few in. Well, that's where I got it. They had some in Cleveland last night. If you've watched the video, you've noticed my Tomax had a paint issue with it.
I noticed that.
So I got another Tomax last night. I'm going to take that first one back.
Back to the store.
Right.
But anyway, guys,
Paint issues.
we're going to head over to GameStop and stuff. But yeah, y'all have a great weekend. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, Chris, I know. It took me a long time to decide to put one on my arms. A long time. And maybe it's because I'm getting ready to turn 59 this year. It's about time to have a midlife. Like my toys haven't been my ongoing midlife.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're out here, guys. Check out Jared's channel, Luna Figs. Videos this week. Got hunt videos. Got review videos coming up.
I might also have Sergeant Slaughter and a new lightsaber coming. So,
Oh, yeah, because you had that pre-order.
yeah, it shipped early. My Qui-Gon. So,
Ooh, that'd be a good review.
I might do that Friday because I don't know how much toy hunting I'll be doing next week because of
That's
the
true.
holidays and competing with all the Black Friday shoppers and stuff.
Oh, my God.
It might just be safer to do some stuff from home.
Right? But anyway, guys, we're out. Have a good time. Good weekend. Great Thanksgiving. And we will see you here again in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Later.
Bye, everybody.